TV. What are your predictions for tomorrow match after the draw 1-1 and after your recent victory?
I'm not really in a position to make predictions. That's not what I do. I think that's for other people to predict and have an opinion on this game. It's my job to prepare the team in the best possible way. We're ready for another tough game, another big challenge. Slavia are a fantastic team, really well organised. So it's going to be a fantastic 90 minutes and one that we're really looking forward to. So the only prediction I've got is that we've got a real tough game ahead.
Já nejsem v pozici, abych dělal nějaké predikce, to není moje práce. Moje práce je připravit tým nejlepším možným způsobem. Ty predikce, to se týká jinačích lidí. Samozřejmě jsme připraveni tady na tuto výzvu, bude to těžký zápas, ale jak už jsem řekl, jsme připraveni, bude to fantastických 90 minut a bude to opravdová výzva opravdová hra zítra.
Okay, in that case, I think that's the Czech journalist done. We'll just start then with Ali Defoe for broadcast, please.
Morning, Stephen.
Good morning.
Wondering, positive-wise from the game on Thursday night, what are you taking from that match into tomorrow's game?
I think our game plan was to try and set it up for Ibrox. We realised it was a really tough place to go. They've got a fantastic home record domestically and in Europe as well. So I think the positive thing for us is we've set it up for Ibrox. We've got an away goal and we've given ourselves a real good opportunity. Having said that, we believe we're going to have to perform an awful lot better to get through and to qualify, because we know that Slavia are going to come and give everything they've got. So we believe it's really set up for a good 50-50 tie.
Mark McDougall, please.
Morning, Stephen. I was wondering if you could give us an update on Ryan Jack, and then also he's been named in the Scotland squad yesterday. So I'm just wondering if you'll speak to Steve Clarke about managing his game time in the same way that you've been doing recently.
I've had a chat with Steve Clarke. Obviously, that will remain private. We've been in touch over Ryan and a few other players for some time now. But I'm not going to divulge what gets said on the conversations. I don't think that's fair or respectful. Ryan won't be involved tomorrow night. That's all you guys need to know right now. And we'll make a decision on the weekend when we need to, but it'll be ruled out for tomorrow's game.
Andy Newport, please.
Can I just ask about Steve Clarke as well? Stephen, he mentioned Nathan Paterson yesterday and how he was sort of taking a patient approach with Nathan. He's obviously only played a handful of team games. Is that the right approach from your perspective, just to take that, not to rush him into that next step of his career too soon?
Nathan's certainly a name that we discussed. I think I can give you that. Steve will obviously be really sensible, like we will, in terms of managing Nathan. He's got a really bright future, got a lot of potential. But at the same time, we've got to think of the big picture with Nathan. He's doing extremely well. Still really raw, still needs a lot of work. We're obviously both aware of that. And at some point, I've got every confidence that he will become part of that setup. But certainly from Steve's point of view, my point of view, there's certainly no rush on that. But I'm sure he's watching him extremely close, and he's had a real good, strong few weeks in terms of announcing himself, at this level. And he's obviously got a big 4 or 5 days coming up, the kid. So we'll give him every bit of support he needs. He's doing a good job, and the future's extremely bright for the kid.
David Edgar, please.
Na co se nejvíc zaměřujete před zítřejším utkáním a jestli přišla vhod ten odpočinek, že Rangers o víkendu nehráli?
What's happened to David?
My language skills, unfortunately, aren't up to that level. Morning, Stephen.
Morning.
What are the key skills we need to see from the team tomorrow night to get the job done? What are the main quality you want to see from the squad?
I think we have to handle the ball. I think we have to show that we're Rangers, that we're a good team, that we're a strong team at home, and really play with belief and confidence. I felt certainly in the opening 20, 30 minutes. In the first leg, we were organised, we had a good shape about us, but when we were regaining the ball or we were getting the ball back, we never kept it for long enough periods. And we turned it over too quick and too cheap. So I want us to really come out the blocks quicker tomorrow. We've had a better preparation going into this game, which everyone will be aware of. But I want us to really show that we can play both sides of the game, really tough. I want Slavia to really feel us. I want us to be aggressive, but at the same time, we have to show that we're a good team. We've got good players, international players, that can handle the ball at this level, because we never done that for the first 20, 30 minutes. Once we started to show that we can keep the ball for longer periods, we got some better periods of success in the game in the first leg. So it'll be interesting if we can find our level on both sides of the game, and that'll give us a better chance.
Thank you. Charles Paterson, please.
Hi, Steven. I wonder what you made of the way in which Slavia dealt with the second leg against Leicester, and what warnings that presents for your players tomorrow.
I don't think we need any warning. I think to come up against a team at this stage of this competition, you've got to have respect. Both legs, home and away. We've played against this team now for 90 minutes, so if anything, we've only got even more respect for them, because you could see quite clearly they play at a real high intensity. They've got good players that can hurt you if you give them time and space. And they're a very fit, powerful team, almost German-like in terms of how they go about it. So we're under no illusions, and we've got every bit of respect for this team, but we've got no fear as well. We're a team that are here because we deserve to be here. We're here because we're a good team. We've got international players ourselves, really strong home record. And everyone's looking forward to this game with excitement and belief that if we find our level and our best, we believe it could be enough. We've watched the Leicester game. Fantastic result for them to go to Leicester. For anyone and get a result, the form they're in, the manager they've got is a big achievement. But this is a different game. Ibrox is different. And you know, we want to give this game everything we've got.
Alison Conroy, please.
Stephen, just going away from the game, obviously we know that Walter Smith is in hospital at the moment recovering after an operation. I'm sure you, along with everyone at the club, would send your wishes to him.
Yes, I've already done that privately to his family, everyone at the club. Wishes Walter well. He still plays a massive part of this club. He's an iconic figure. He's someone who I've got a close relationship with. I was only on a Zoom call with him days before he went into the hospital. So everyone's right behind Walter, wishing him well, and hopefully he's out of hospital before not too long.
Gabriel, go ahead, please.
Hi, Stephen. Obviously, you've got a chance to improve on last year's performance by reaching the last 8. I know you're not one to put tags on it, but where does this game rank as a one-off in terms of the biggest since you've been at the club?
Right up there, at the top of the most important games we've faced and played in. You know, to the opportunity to achieve the last 8 from where the club was when I first came in is a chance to achieve something that is monumental. So we want to go and empty everything we've got into this game, and you know, we don't have to worry about anything else that's on the horizon after it. We just want to treat this game in isolation and go and give it our best and see where it takes us. If we're in that draw, it'll be a fantastic achievement for the players.
Jamie Borthwick, please.
Morning, Stephen. The coefficient system is quite complex, but you seem to be close to gaining an automatic group stage place for the Champions League for next season. It could be achieved with a win tomorrow night. Is that extra incentive for you?
Not for the players or myself in terms of the next 90 minutes. We're obviously well aware of that situation. We want to do everything we can for the country and try and give ourselves the best chance in the future. Of course we do, but the players just need to be focused on the game plan and the task, and worry about what's really in front of us, and everything else will take care of itself. If we can find our best performance and it gives us a positive result, everything else will take care of itself.
Hi, Scott. How are you, pal?
Hi, mate.
Just ask, I mean, how big a game in the sort of list of your career, does this match up to? I mean, it's obviously huge for the club, but from your own personal point of view, how does this rank?
Just as big as any. For one reason, it's your next game. Another reason, you've got a chance to get to the last eight. A terrific chance to get to one stage further we went last season. So huge game against a very good team. So one that we're extremely looking forward to.
Alison Conroy, please.
Scott, given what's at stake tomorrow night, how beneficial has it been to have that free weekend, especially after all the excitement that went before that as well?
Yeah, I would say hugely beneficial because you can rest and recuperate. We've had 3 good training sessions leading into this game, and we know we need to be at our best as well. So, I mean, you can look at it 2 ways, but you'd rather get in the rhythm and keep playing games. But with the amount of games that we've played this season, then I think the rest has been well received for the squad, and now we can put our full energy into Thursday night's game.
David Edgar, please.
Scott, the manager spoke about how important the use of the ball is and controlling the tempo of the match at this level is. Does the onus for that fall on the midfield area in terms of making sure that the game is played at the tempo that suits Rangers?
I think it's certainly a large part of it. Yeah, I think through the third season that I've been here in Europe, we've been terrific. I think with the ball-playing midfielders that we've got, I think it largely falls into there. But I think if you see the way that we play, it's our centre-halves take the ball out, our full-backs go high. So I think the onus is on everybody. The 11 and the subs that come on, I don't think there's any more emphasis in any part of the pitch. I think as a team we need to be at it because as you've seen last Thursday, particularly in the first half, then this was a terrific team that we're playing against. And I think if you're going to go through, then you probably need to own the ball a little bit more than what we did in the first half. So that's what we've been working on, and hopefully the pitch allows us to do that tomorrow night and get the right result.
Thank you.
Mark McDougall, please.
Right, Scott. If we take back to the title celebrations last week, obviously when you came up from England again, your ambition was to get Rangers back on top. How does it feel to have finally done that after a couple of difficult seasons?
It feels amazing. With everybody that's connected with the club, it's been a long journey to get back to where it is now. So I think we can take great credit. I think none more so than the manager and the staff for what he's done, and keeping faith in his system, keep faith in the recruitment, bring the right players in, the right personalities, and we're back. We've done what we wanted to do. We've done it in the 7th of March, but now we've got 2 massive months now for us to go one further in Europe and to keep the train going, so to speak. And there's massive games coming on, so the season's not done for us yet. We've completed one stage yet, and we're full systems for the rest of it.
Jamie Borthwick, please.
Scott, you like growing up watching Rangers sides going on big European runs. How does it feel to be part of a side now and looking to kind of follow in the footsteps of some great sides from the past?
Well, we're one game away for going one stage further than we did last season. I think that's all you can look at in personal point of views. Of course, this club's built on tradition and success, so to go one stage further would be great for us. And then we take the draw if we can get through this stage. But as I say, and I need to keep emphasising, this is a top team we're playing against tomorrow night. One of the strongest teams in the competition. So to get through here will be a great success for us, and to go forward and hopefully we can do so tomorrow.
Charles Paterson, please.
Scott, it's a strange one to have this game, which is a massive match for the club, and then you've got the derby on Sunday. Have you considered which game this week's bigger?
The next one, mate, as always. You put that one in the back burner. I know it's quite hard for some people to do and some fans to do, but as professionals, you need to put that one in the back burner. Huge game. We all know that fixture speaks for itself, no matter what's gone before, no matter what will be in the future. But the next one for us is the most important one.
Ali Defoe, please.
Morning, Scott. How pleased are you with your performance last Thursday night, and what are you going to take from that into tomorrow night's game?
Well, it was a great result. I think, as I said, in the first half there was we probably weren't at it as much as we could have been in terms of getting after and put pressure on the ball. And as I say, they've got great technicians throughout the team, so sometimes you need to really appreciate the calibre of player you're playing against. But In the second half, I think it was more us. I think we got up against them and made it more difficult for them to play the intricate passes and to get on. So that's exactly what we've got to try and do tomorrow. We're at home. We've took a good result away from home. Now we're at Ibrox and hopefully we can go one stage further.
Gabriel, go ahead, please.
Hey Scott, you talked about Slavia being one of the best teams left in the competition. What makes them so special specifically? And did they do anything last week that you didn't expect them to do going into the game?
No, we've done a homework on them. We've probably never done anything different to what we thought. I just think the calibre of the player, the physicality within the team, the tenacity, the energy levels, it always makes it difficult. But as I say, it wasn't something we were hugely surprised at the way they played. I think we were more surprised than ourselves that we never got up against them. And as you've seen in the second half, I think the game evened out. And we got a goal just before half-time and took that in the second half. And I think we had another couple of chances in the second half where we could have took a better result home. But I think overall we have to be pleased with our performance in the second half and take it back to tomorrow night and set it up at Ibrox.